Hey, how's it going, everyone? My name is JD, and I'm here with my roommate.
Devon.
And we're here to talk about the controversial anime that is known as Redo of Healer. And yeah, so just so you know, this this is definitely not for younger audiences, and we'll get into that. It's just I want to clarify that if you are or if you're above this much of the age range, then probably go ahead and leave at this moment.
You've been warned.
You have been warned. But anyways, let's get on to the topic. I recently got into this a couple weeks back, and yeah, it's been quite a ride. But I just introduced it to my roommate here, Devon, and I was wondering, and I want to see what his thoughts are on it. So Devon, tell me what your thoughts are about Redo.
All right. Well, first of all, I just want to say I am a big fan of kind of a good revenge tale stuff. Just in any form of media, I love a good revenge tale.
Oh
Seeing
yeah.
people get their just desserts, I live for the shit. I love it. Seeing
Oh,
evil people get their comeuppance. Um,
word.
yeah. And I will say with this show, I definitely like the premise
Mm.
of it. I think it's very interesting being in the kind of a magical kind of world with the different hero classes and stuff. I
Mm.
love that kind of fantasy stuff.
Oh yeah.
And so I will say in that aspect, uh, I do like the show. Um, in that fantasy aspect of it. Uh, but on the other end, I am not a big fan of super fan servicey types of anime. And this one, to be honest, kind of bordered on being like hentai to me, which I wouldn't say is a bad thing in itself, but it's just kind of stuff I'm not into. So when I'm watching it more for like the story and to kind of see where it, see how it progresses, and with the kind of story aspect of it, I would say I enjoy it. Yeah.
That's great to hear, man. I'm actually there with you on the whole fan service thing. I'll admit there are certain times where I'm okay with it, but I'm not. But if it's like over like saturated, I totally get to it. And actually, what you brought up, how certain hentai bits of it, that's actually the most controversial thing about this. Like, whenever Redo first came out, like Twitter exploded.
I have
Yeah,
no doubt.
yeah, no, it yeah, and it was because of that, of like of it either just like being like a people thinking that, oh, I mean, it shows this, so it's definitely hentai. I'm like, kinda. I'm there with you. It's like borderline there.
Yeah, and I mean, don't get me wrong. If animes had a have a few sex scenes here and there, it's no big deal to me. I can still enjoy it, and it's not a
Mm.
problem. But you can kind of tell when it's crossing the line into super fan service.
Oh yeah,
Like kind of like anime with a harem,
yeah.
pretty much. It just I would say stuff like that I'm not really into.
Mm.
Not knocking anybody who likes it. That's
Yeah.
fine and that's cool. But with those parts, you just kind of watch and be like, okay, is it over with yet?
Yeah, I think you and I were kind of like that during premiere. Yeah. I'm there with you. I'm more interested in the story. Like you said, it's a great revenge tale because I'm not gonna lie. Like looking at what they did to him, I'm like, usually I'm the guy who wants to talk it out, but seeing all this shit happen out, oh no, this guy he definitely deserves a little bit of justice and what happened.
Oh yeah, with seeing with what they did to him, just how cruel it was.
Yeah,
Just
it's sickening.
yeah, it's just it's fucked up and like I'm interested to see what what in that kingdom has made all those people so cruel and just vicious, you know?
I agree, and I think it's kind of what I'm gonna butcher the fucking guy's name. Kiagara, right?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
That's his new name, yeah.
Yeah. There's no way I'm gonna try to remember his old name. We'll call that his dead name.
Yeah.
But basically, Kiagara, I think he said it in what, the fourth episode, how whenever he was talking about Freya, aka Princess Flare. Spoilers. But yeah, he kind of mentioned that, like, could it been like the whole environment of being in the kingdom? So I kind of think it's more of like a more of a class thing, you know, where people of like a higher like class system thinking that they can just like do all this shit to people like who has because as soon as they found out that he was a healer, it's just like, oh, we can do whatever the fuck we want now because this is the guy that's gonna boost our levels.
Yeah, exactly. And I kind of like that aspect of it too. Just seeing how the nobility, you know, how that superior attitude kind of has just influenced the way they act because they were just vicious, just beating the guy, you
Yeah.
know, assaulting him in multiple different
Yep.
ways. You know, it was
Physically
just
and mentally.
yeah, and sexually too. It was
Yeah.
kind of, you know, almost kind of uncomfortable to watch because it's like, damn, do you need to do
Yeah.
all that shit? Like,
I think in a way why they wanted to show that was to like kind of have like sympathy for Kiagara. Like I think that's actually another thing in the whole like why people found this to be very like very hardcore in a way. But it's like, guys, this is not the hero's tale. This is like probably not even an anti-hero. That we're seeing like a protagonist take on the role of a villain.
and how the creation of a villain.
Yeah, and it's incredible to me, like, because you know how antagonists like they usually have like their goals and they think that what they're doing is right.
Exactly.
Which I mean, in a way, I'm actually feeling more sympathetic to Kiagara because I mean, yeah, no, that nation at the end of what was it like 5, right? Or
Yes.
it was either 5 or 4. He said like there's something fucked up with this nation, and yeah, no, he's gonna somehow fix it.
Yeah, he. I think he will too, and I'm kind of
Yeah,
excited to see how he does.
I agree.
And that part of it, the anime, is what I really like and what I'm interested to see going.
Yeah, like um, let me ask you this, D. Have you seen like other animes that the ones that people compare this to is it has the it's like Goblin Slayer and Rise of the Shield Hero. Have you seen either of these?
Unfortunately, I have not. I've wanted to watch both of them, but just never kind of got around to it. But you know, after seeing this, I'd definitely be interested in checking them out just to kind of see where the comparison comes from. I've definitely heard a lot about Legend of the what's it called?
Rise of the Shield Hero.
Rise of the Shield Hero.
Yeah.
So I think that will definitely be next on my list. But yeah, man. This anime, I think it's good. It never has a lot of potential, but I have to just reiterate, the fan service stuff is just, you know,
Yeah.
it's not that I hate smut anime, but it's just it's just fucking smut. Like, you know, when it's just, you know, even if they're fucking every episode, you know,
Yeah.
that's fine. But when they're in some lake, they
Yeah.
he's saying, "I'll get it from the back." You get it from the front, and then
Yeah.
some 3-way orgy where the girl
Fucking like tag team.
eating out to Fox Girl's pussy. I'm like, how is this really relevant to anything?
Exactly.
besides-
I'm there with you. I'm just like, okay, so this is new.
Right, like this is kind of awkward to watch with my friend. I'm like, is he getting turned on over there or what? But
No, I'm just like, really? Could you not have waited towards maybe the end to like kind of get intimate? Because
Right. Yeah. And as I said, I just can't not talk about the aspect of it because, as I said, that's. I, I don't knock anybody who likes it, but,
yeah,
even with me, I'll be honest. I've watched Yaoi sometimes, but,
yeah,
I never watch Yaoi for the fucking story. I just watch it because, you want to see some
exactly.
people getting it on. So, it's kind
Yeah,
of awkward to watch this one with that I do like,
yeah.
and I like the fantasy aspects of it, but just kind of having to sit through just the sometimes kind of long fan servicey moments.
I agree, and I think that's because yeah, for those of you that are listening that don't know the I think the reason why they do this is because the whole leveling like aspect of the story. Because in this world, the only way that a person can level up is fucking and taking said person's juices.
An exchange of bodily fluids, yes.
Yes. Hey kids, welcome to Sex Ed.
Oh my god. Which I won't lie. I won't
Yeah,
lie is an interesting concept.
it is. It's just I'm with you. I'm with you. I only watch this for just the story. I want to see it progress. I'm not here for the sex
Now you know
scenes.
you're a fucking liar, JD. You know you're
Oh no,
watching.
I'm there with you. Like I'm like, okay, I'm cool with it being in there, but just I'm cool with maybe one time or maybe you can hint. I'm cool with that because I want to see more of what Kiyagara is like gonna do next, like to get revenge. That's what I'm here for. Like I'm here to see the revenge like plots like continue. I want to see him like conquer this nation and whatnot, and then get to what is it the demon chick that he's
Yeah, I'm
after.
definitely interested in that. The
Yeah,
Demon Lord.
yeah, and I'm wondering what she's trying to protect. Like, are the human like I feel like the humans are gonna end up being the bad guys in
Oh,
this.
they sitting here for freaking abusing this little who's just trying to help him and heal him, and
Yep.
sitting there fucking him every night, like and taking advantage of him. And I could see them beating him and stuff, but you gotta be raping the dude every night. It's like,
Yeah.
god damn, y'all.
No, I'm there with you, man. It's I'm just like, yeah, if I won't be surprised if the demons are actually the good guys in this, because I feel like all signs and all other fan theories are pointing to that, are pointing in that direction.
Ooh, I do like that. The demons actually being the good guys. I actually like that
Yeah,
a lot.
it reminds me of something else. I can't put my finger on it, so I'm not going to dwell on it too much. But
But I know
yeah.
they've used that trope
Oh
before.
yeah, they do. They do a lot. Yeah, I'm trying to see what else we can discuss. You know what? Which of the so far harem of Kiergaras are you cool? Do you think is the coolest?
To be honest,
Mm.
just based on personality, because I would say the fox. No, the ice wolf girl with her revenge plot against the
Mm.
people. Stuff like that always resonates with me. And,
Oh yeah.
them killing their clan, kind of like with Kurapika from Hunter x Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
I always resonate with that kind of story and like to see the revenge tale of that. So I would say
Oh yeah.
she's my favorite, but I do kind of like the dynamic between him and Princess Flair.
Oh, Freya.
Freya, yeah, I was
Yeah.
trying to think of her new name. Freya. I like that too, and I like that they showed her losing her memories, and it kind of showing she's not inherently evil,
Mm.
but it's probably that place she grew up that made her like fucked up like that.
I agree. I'm actually there with you. I'm actually there with you of which one being my favorite is definitely Setsuna. I don't know. It's just like, well, I'm also, I guess, a bit biased because I think demi-humans are actually pretty fucking awesome. And yeah, no, just seeing her just wreck some shit up in episode 4.
Oh my god, I love her eyes
Oh
closed.
my god, dude, and that whole just evil laugh that she did.
Mhm.
Just
as she ripped their throats open.
Oh my
Oh,
god, yeah.
delicious.
And but I don't know. I actually was loving that the sword saint was coming along.
I
And
like her too. Yeah.
oh yeah, well, one, she didn't do anything bad to Kiyogara. I mean, except nearly kill him over, that with the whole thought process of him being the bad guy, and then
Yes.
she's finally like giving like spoilers of, oh hey, this is what's going on behind the scenes of the kingdom.
Yeah. Exactly.
I don't know. I want to see more of what she has. I will say that her skills as a swordsman is interesting.
She's an amazing swordsman. I was
Oh
like,
yeah.
damn, if he hadn't, trained up and been able to absorb all those powers the way he did,
Oh yeah.
she would have demolished him easily. She's
Oh
an
yeah.
amazing swordsman, swordswoman, whatever. But yeah, no, all the different girls, in his harem or whatever, because that's what it is.
Pretty much.
Fucking harem. But I like all of them,
Yeah, yeah.
Even Flair, this newer version of her, I
Yeah.
like her.
I got a question about you about Freya. The way that she's acting now, especially whenever she woke up, and how she's always defending him and whatnot. I don't know. Do you think that's like a little bit of her humanity from her past life, maybe just kind of slowly coming out of the crevices? Or do you think this is just all built in, like all part of the whole new persona that Kirigara kind of set up in a way?
I was thinking it was part of like the new persona that he set up, but that could be an aspect of that they may be trying to hint at, that maybe.
Yeah, because I mean, he's even found it kind of surprising too, and I'm just like thinking, maybe there's a bit of human in her.
Yeah, and when they throw in like kind of retrospection from the main character like that
Yeah.
he's surprised, can be like foreshadowing that maybe she still does retain some memory, even if it's
Oh,
very
yeah.
slight.
Yeah, like I think in episode 3, whenever the townspeople mentioned Princess Flair's sister, and she'd like froze in her place. Now I'm wondering if she was freezing because it was the memory of, oh, that's my younger sister, or is that, oh, that was my younger sister. That's that feeling. Why do I know this person? Why am I trembling?
Oh, that is interesting. I didn't even notice that, but
Yeah, it's got me wondering, and I mean, it's got Kiagara like on his toes because
even he didn't want to fuck with the younger sister.
I think he said that in the first round of his life, so to speak. Just to clarify, that she was the first one to find out that he got his shit together in the first go round.
Yeah, and that he was drug resistant. I think that's
Yeah.
what they said. She first picked up on, which means she has a keen sense of attention to detail, I guess.
Yeah, heightened awareness or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree, and I feel like she might become a huge adversary.
Yeah.
In his journey to save the world.
Yes. Or destroy it.
Yeah, true. Now, I really hope that she doesn't become part of the harem, because I feel, I don't know, that's gonna be awkward if she does become part of the harem, and then you're gonna have like weird Kiagara, other girls, and then sister on. That's just gonna be. Okay. I'll be like, nope, sorry, nope.
No, I promise you, I'll walk out the room for 5 minutes if they're doing that shit. Cause...
I agree, man. Because I mean, we get enough of that shit down here in the South.
Oh my god, especially in Alabama, huh? No.
Sweet home. Okay. Yeah, but yeah, man. That's pretty much. Let's see. What else? How about you? Do you got any ideas?
I'm definitely waiting to see him get each one of the people who kind of just assaulted and hurt him the most. From the Princess Flair's original like trio.
Yeah.
I definitely want to see him get the swordsman lesbian chick.
Yeah.
That crazy bitch. Oh, how dare you touch Princess Flair? Although she's forcing him to do it, he doesn't have a choice.
Exactly. I mean, the guy's he was drugged.
And
I'm I'm
Like,
like,
the fuck do you want him to do about it?
it's like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that the only person who's probably ever like the first to like strike first is the guy that's drugged up.
Exactly.
Unlike the lesbian who's taking her time, hiding in the shadows, and be
Yeah.
just like, Senpai noticed me.
Right? Like, yeah, don't be mad at him, be mad at Flair. It's not his fault she don't want to let you eat her pussy. Like, how is that? And then you're making out with him and stuff
Yeah.
to get some of her fluid. Like,
I agree, and I mean, and also just like, yeah, no, just and it looks like Kiyagara, even hooked on drugs, he's got that tongue action, man.
oh my
He's got
god.
that.
Oh, and that scene when they showed
That was awkward.
him eating her out, and then you saw her like squirt in his face. I was like, okay,
Oh god. Yeah, no.
maybe some things do need to be censored because I just didn't need to see.
Oh, dude, if you saw the censored version, like it just like you hear nothing, you see nothing, you just see a slow pan of like, I think the tent wall. That's it. It's like that's just pretty much it.
So that brings up a good point.
Yeah.
If you're interested in the story, and you're not really, not that you have a problem with it, but just not interested in seeing all that kind of smutty stuff,
Yeah.
that would be a good reason to watch the censored version.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of wish they kind of differently kind of censored it in a way. Like, I don't know. I mean, I'm there with you wanting to get past all the smut shit, but I'm also a bit curious, but not all the way. Just like, I guess weirdly hint or something. I don't know. It's complicated. I'm not a tech whiz at editing. That's not my strong suit. But I don't know. I am there with you though.
So if you're somebody who's usually into that kind of stuff, maybe a lesbian or a straight guy who's into watching that stuff,
Yeah.
definitely watch the uncensored version. But if you're a gay dude like me who watches stuff for the story, maybe the censored version's for you.
I mean, so far I've watched both, and yeah, I've just been curious by like, I want to see like if there's like huge talk about it, like whether it's positive or negative.
Yeah.
I want to see the uncensored, so I kind of get a feeling and knowing of what exactly is going on.
That's
like,
true.
Like whenever the first three came out, and there was this like whole talk of like, oh my god, and a redo of a healer is the most sketchiest anime, and it should be gone from this world and whatnot, and I'm just like, why though?
As I said, I wouldn't agree with that because the premise is interesting.
Yeah.
Of course, nobody likes all the
No, especially in episode 2. I'm just
sexual
like,
assault stuff that's kind of like awkward.
yeah. I mean, like, honestly though, in episode 2, I probably would have given her the hot rod.
Ooh.
I mean, that would have been more painful though.
Yeah. She was just such an evil bitch, and I'm sure something in that society made her that way. But it was just, it was a lot. Just what she was doing to him, and just having different people come in there and just use him whenever they saw fit. It was oof.
I mean, I'm surprised he didn't kill everyone.
There's still time. There's still time for him to kill everybody.
Oh yeah.
Which I hope he does.
But I am there with you, and I'm sorry. Going on. But yeah, that's why I was curious. Like, I'm like, well, I mean, I got to see what they're talking about. And once I saw, and then once episode 3 came around, I'm like, well, I mean, he does kind of have reasoning behind that, because you know, obviously in episode 3 you see what happens between the 3 trio, and you're like, yeah, no, what he did was bad, but you don't feel bad for the people that also did this shit to him.
Exactly. No, they can fucking die and choke.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever they get. It is what it is, player. It's just you don't. When you do evil stuff like that, karma.
Oh yeah.
Is gonna come back and bite you in the ass.
Oh yeah. Karma's a bitch, man.
Fuck you in it. No, I'm just kidding.
Or fuck you. You have to decide
oh my god.
Of burning rod or other.
Right. They say sometimes I always wonder what anime world would I actually want to live in, and this one would not want to be the one. There's too
Nope.
much, like fuck, you know.
Yeah, no. You definitely don't want to live in the Goblin Slayer world.
Oh Jesus Christ, no.
Fucking little like green pecker woods.
From what I've heard about, I've never seen it, but from what I've heard about it, that one's crazy too. So
Oh, dude. I think it's the first episode that what set people off whenever it came out. Uh, but you'll understand if you check it out.
well, we've already watched this one, so maybe we should check that one out next.
Definitely. It's it's I don't know. I mean, I love Goblin Slayer, and I'm looking forward to season 2. I might need to go back and rewatch the movie because I fell asleep towards the end. I know. I'm trash, but it was late and I was sleepy. But anywho, but yeah, actually, you know what? Final thoughts. Let's say, what do you expect the next episode will hold?
So I'm from the preview. They mentioned him getting another. Was it like something to toy with, another. It mentioned something about him getting another subordinate or something to that effect. So I'm thinking this demon girl
Right.
with the black wings we saw in the opening is going to make her appearance in the next episode.
I mean, I'm open because I mean, I'm kind of curious where she falls under. Um, I guess my thoughts. I think she might be in the next 2 or 3 episodes because I feel like that would be too soon. I'm thinking, Leonardo, however the fuck they say
Oh,
his
that's
name.
right. Yeah, because we saw at the end he was heading there with
Yeah.
the rest of his army, so that's probably going to be a big confrontation. Yep, you're right.
Oh yeah, that because I mean the people that they have in tow is his village,
That's right.
and your thoughts on that?
I think it's going to be a bloodbath. Um, and we're going to see. What was our main guy's name again?
Kiagara.
Kiagara. We're going to see his. Because so far his plans have been going exactly the way he wants it to. So I think we're going to finally see it not go the way he wants it to, and see some bloodshed with, as you said, the people of his village.
I agree. And I believe that might be another aspect to drive him off the deep end
Yeah.
because I saw the mother figure in the crowd, so
Oh God,
I think
I
that's.
didn't even see that.
Oh yeah, I think that's gonna probably hit him the hardest, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm also expecting to see how the fuck do you say Princess Flair's sister's name? Is it Norm or Norn?
Something to that effect. I'm terrible with names, so I'm the
Yeah.
worst person to ask.
Uh,
the slightly the smaller pink haired one, I guess.
oh, you mean Princess TD Bumper Island? That's a joke, by the way.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I'm having a feeling that she might show up, and then that's gonna probably be a kind of spiral Kiagara if seeing like his mother figure and his entire village end up getting slaughtered, and once he sees her like around and she's causing this, not just Leonardo, however the fuck you say the guy's name, that's probably gonna make him spiral, and he's gonna probably lose like his grit a little bit, maybe.
And which would be interesting to see it not go his way, because it's been going exactly the way he's wanted it to. He's been running it, and with any anime that can't, be the whole thing. Otherwise, it wouldn't be as interesting. So yeah.
Yeah, because if they're planning on doing that, I mean, it would be the 6th episode, and if they're planning to go 12 episodes, I mean, that'd be the perfect like midway mark for it.
I agree.
And God, I kind of wish I knew how many episodes they're planning to release. I mean, if it's 12, hey, make it count, and hey, if not, surprise us even more.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think I have never read the manga, so I feel like with the way it's going, they could probably finish up this arc or whatever they're trying to tell in 12 episodes. But
Yeah.
Whatever they do, I'll probably watch it because I'm invested now.
No, I agree. And well, actually, your comment on the manga, that's actually part of the, I guess, the whole controversial thing. Because people see, like, some people disliking it because of its some of the actions in this.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of driven some of the American publishers of manga like not to take it on in the states to get an English like dubbing of it, manga wise, which is
Yeah.
unfortunate because I kind of want to check it out and myself to like really like check how like if it's as graphic, if it's even more. Well, I mean, from people that have read it Japanese, I think the Japanese one, they say it gets pretty fucking graphic.
Yeah, usually manga is a lot more graphic. For example, Fate Fate Zero.
Mm.
I know that manga is a lot more graphic than the actual anime is, which is why I've always wanted to read the manga of that because sometimes you just want to. Violence is one thing I don't want to see censored at all. I
Oh
want to
yeah,
see the full gory violence of stuff. I don't,
I agree.
that's something I want to. I don't even know why they censor violence like that because
I know, right?
with all the stuff we've been exposed to, you can rip
Yeah,
somebody open and stuff, and who cares? If it's rated TV mature, then it's fucking mature.
I agree. And actually, that was a funny thing on the censored version of Redo. You see, they censored out all the tits and all the sex bits, but yeah, you don't censor Kiagara just slicing and dicing like left and right of Imperial soldiers.
Oh well, that's perfect. See,
Oh
the
yeah,
the censored version is perfect for me. All the violence and none of the smut.
I agree. But yeah, no, I'm actually there with you because I'm not gonna lie. I mean, as much as I would rather not get into confrontations and stuff like physically or verbally, physical confrontations are entertaining. I mean, it's been a part of world history. I mean, hell, I mean, why do you think like people in Rome? I mean, they had gladiatorial matches. People were interested in fights and stuff.
Yeah,
And hey, man, violence gets interesting.
yeah, and as I said, who would really want to? If you're looking for action and anime sci-fi stuff,
Yeah,
with knights and magicians and healers stuff like that, there's going to be violence.
yeah.
So, but I have a feeling the violence isn't where any of the controversy is coming from
Oh no,
because I've seen much more violent anime than this.
I
Even though it's
agree.
really violent, it's the definitely kind of the sexual stuff is what
Oh yeah,
has people in uproar.
I agree. Uh, I'm definitely there with you.
Yeah, and I can see where they're coming from, but I think if it serves the story
Mm,
and it's not there just for the hell of it, then you know, then it it's okay.
mm,
But if it's just there for the hell of it because they just want to put in some scenes just to be edgy or stuff, that's where I think then they're doing too much.
yeah,
But it's just about in what context you're using it in.
I agree. Do you think if they kind of showed what like all of what Kiagara went through, do you think then like some of the viewers that are against this anime might show a little bit of sympathy though?
Oh no, yeah, seeing all that stuff happen to him definitely kind of
Kind of it somewhat justifies.
yeah, because it shocks you. Just seeing all that, it's like makes you think, wow, I hope he just murders them all,
Yeah,
kills them and stuff. Where if they were just like beating him and stuff, that might not be enough. They're really trying to take you there to see that these people aren't just beating them, but they're despicable.
oh yeah,
They are fucking despicable. Which if that's the effects they were going for on people, then it worked because those people are
very.
monsters.
Yeah, and they're abusing their position of powers.
Yeah.
Which I'm kind of surprised those people. I mean, that these people are kind of outraged about that. I'm like, guys, these are people of power that just are abusing it on this one guy. Several other people too, but you
Hmm.
see it from this guy's perspective. It's on him, and hell, I mean, I'd be outraged about
Yeah,
that.
they wanted to, and now he wants to destroy the system, and I'm kind of right there with him.
I agree.
Like I hope he fucking destroys them all.
Oh yeah. In the words of Aaron Yeager, I'm gonna kill them all.
Right. uh, so I think all in all, I would say I do like the anime,
Mm,
but I just can't stop harping on it. The fan service stuff is just, to me, and this is my personal opinion, that stuff takes away from it for me, to be
mm,
honest. It just
yeah.
makes it almost like, turns into some like kind of uh, cheap second rate hentai to me, because
Yeah.
it's like, it's just, what was the purpose of, you know
Yeah. No, I totally get
the
that.
I the I could see him giving his power to the girls, to do that as a sex, and even though it's like, I don't like the smuts, I could see how that kind of serves the story, so I can rationalize that, and it's cool. But
Mm,
as I said, that river scene in this latest episode was just complete, utter, unjustifiable, fan service, and it was just kind of them doing too much for me. From what is a good anime,
yeah.
has a good premise, but it's like, okay, save this for the X-rated, DVD edition,
If
hentai.
it ever
Yeah,
does.
and at that point, you showing all this, you might as well just make a hentai and draw everything,
Yeah.
show the vag, like,
Which I'm surprised we got to see not the vag on the outside, but more of like what's going on the inside.
that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're gonna, why stop lightly there when you're already, you know,
I couldn't agree more, man. I think it's because they didn't want to get labeled as a hentai. I don't know, but it's like they're borderline on there.
I mean, you're right at that borderline,
Yep.
looking over, like, come on, that they having three ways in,
It's like maybe I should just cross.
right, it's like, come on now,
Yeah, it's like that annoying brother that you have whenever it's like you tell them don't cross the door line of your room. They're like, I'm not in your room. Now I am. Now I'm not. Now,
exactly right. That was the
yeah,
perfect analogy for that. No, that's totally what it is.
yeah, definitely. But yeah, I can agree with you. I love the premise of the story.
Hmm.
I could do a little less of the fan service. In all honesty, I'd be okay with hinting.
Hmm.
That's it, and then move on and progress the story further. With the main plot.
Yeah, but be honest with me. You like,
What's that?
uh, the like some of those fan servicey scenes. When he's with his harem of girls. You
Mm,
like some of that, don't you? Right?
I guess so, but like more but I'm more interested in the story. Like I'm like,
Okay.
oh okay, and like in that instance where at the river or the creek bed, whatever. I'm just like, okay, so this is new. It's like, can we speed this up? I want to see what happens.
Yeah,
But
because they took a lot of time on it.
yeah, I mean, if I wanted to watch, something like that. I mean, I don't know. What's the next like hentai porn thing?
I don't know nothing about hentai, so I can't help you there,
Yeah,
King.
yeah, I'm as lost too.
Hey, and that's my stuff with stuff like that. It's like if I want to watch hentai, I'll just,
Do it myself.
or yaoi. I guess in my case,
Yeah,
I would just watch that stuff for that. So, you know, why can't we?
I think I see where you're going with this. Yeah, no, I get you. I get you. You if people that are here to only see it, we want to see more of that and less of the smut scenes. I totally get that.
Yeah, because the story's good.
Yeah, no. I mean, we're seeing a villain like carry out his plan to save the world.
Yeah.
And I do want to see that, just maybe with less sex scenes.
You know,
but hey, I mean, um, I mean, I don't have control.
Yeah, exactly.
Unfortunately.
And I don't want you guys to think that's just towards anime and stuff. That's any form of media to me. If it's not really serving a purpose to kind of show, I guess, people's bond or stuff like that, it's like, I don't really.
I agree. Like Game of Thrones.
Exactly. That was very awkward watching with my mom and stuff. It was, God.
Like, I've heard.
It's the first few seasons that are, a lot of the just random sex scenes thrown in.
Yeah. It became Game of Bone before it became Game of Bones.
It's true though. Shit. Some of those sex scenes were just like, graphic.
Oh, I mean, I think me and a couple friends of mine, earlier in the pandemic last summer, we were reading a script from it, and the scene that I came across, where my character came across, it was the little baby brother, I think, of Sean Bean's clan or whatever.
Yeah.
He sees the two siblings like fucking or whatever.
Oh, you mean the boy who ends up being disabled, put in the wheelchair? I don't know why the fuck I can't remember his name right now.
Oh, so that's him.
Yeah, the kind of the main guy, the main kid or whatever. Yeah. He sees. I have complete memory loss, just like Princess Flea. I don't remember shit. I don't remember a goddamn name, even though I've watched all 8 seasons. But yeah, the two Lannisters. Yeah.
Right. I got you. Yeah, no, I was thinking while reading this, like I was like waiting for my scene to come up, and I'm just like, what the fuck? This is like a little kid watching this. What the fuck?
Well, he sees the tail end of it, and then he gets thrown off the. Thrown out the window, off the window, and breaks his fucking legs. So, Game of Thrones is a very interesting show, to say the least.
Yeah, it's one of those that's on my list to get around at some point.
Let me know when you do.
Yes, sir. Well, I think it's safe to assume. I think that's what we're covered. Do you have any more points that you wanted to point out, or?
Oh, I can't wait till they get that fucking bald-headed fucking bipolar creep dude, because that motherfucker. Oh, I'm so sorry I'm doing this to you, but you deserve it. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Bullet.
That motherfucker, I hope he gets what's coming to him. Bitch ass.
Yeah, saying that he loves him, and then he just like beats the shit out of him for no reason, and then he wants to kill him to keep him younger. I'm like, okay.
That's psychopath, yeah.
Yeah, this guy is psycho. This is like Alfred Hitchcock in the making.
Right, oof. So hopefully him and the lesbian chick gets what's coming to him, but we'll see.
I agree. Well, with that, we're gonna end it here. And guys, just so you know, if you're not like old enough to watch this, then don't. I hope you take care, because this is definitely not for kids. So yeah,
it's barely even for adults.
Yeah, this anime is not for the faint of heart, so tread lightly. And yeah, with that, we're gonna end it. So hope every one of y'all stay safe, and take care y'all little deviants.
And if you watch this, you're a pervert. Goodbye.
Perverted level activated.
Over 9,000.
All right, signing out.